Hi, I'm Joe Shepherd, and today I'm going to be doing a soul journey for uh, Seriena Natasha. I hope I said that right. Seriena has asked me to, well, I asked for help I want to try doing 10-minute soul journeys, and hang on a second, I had an alarm set on my clock so that I would know when 10 minutes was up. And my phone locked up. So, coming back to it, uh, I had asked some people to allow me to do some 10-minute soul journeys for them so that I could improve my skills and learn how to do what I do in 10 minutes. So I am going to set an alarm clock when I do this to tell me when 10 minutes is up, and I may have to shut it off if I have to go on beyond that. I'll go on beyond that, but my target is to learn how to do this in 10 minutes. So Seriena had asked me to do a 10-minute journey, and what really interested me is she says, "Believe me, you don't want to see my issues dream world. I feel like I'm living in a horror movie." Well, I couldn't resist that, being a horror movie fanatic. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm reaching out to Seriena. And I've connected with her. And as I normally start out, I'll start out by just giving Seriena Reiki, distant Reiki. What I notice right off the bat is that your energy level is low. You're feeling drained. And now I'm going to continue to do that, sending you love and light and Reiki. But I'm going to move on. Part of me is going to move on. And wow, so normally when I do this, there is a tunnel that I travel through. The tunnel's always different, but there's always a tunnel. And in this case, it just comes slamming on in. And I'm in I'll say a white space. The floor is perfectly smooth. It's forever. The floor is just, there's no end to this room, and it's all white. The floor itself is plasticky, I would say. Like the surface, it's not like marble where you can see blocks and lines and cracks. This is just one smooth surface, but there is a surface. And it's deep with a gray fog. Just a deep gray fog that it just weighs heavily on me It's almost difficult to breathe. And I move on into the fog. And I'm coming in to see you. I can see you in the fog, and it's as if you're lost in the fog. You're lost in this fog and just wandering aimlessly through this fog. And what I see are dark shadows, maybe waist height, that are all around you, and they're all tugging on you. I don't know what you're made of in this vision, this dream, but you're stretchable, you're tuggable, and they're all pulling you in different directions. And I ask one of them, "Why are you here?" And I get a snarly kind of a response, almost like a growl. And it's almost like throwing the question back at me, "Why are you here?" This is our place. This is our job, our task, our thing. And I say, "Why is Seriena there? How did you get her here?" And it says that you came there of your own free will. The volition. They said your own volition. So something's going on here. You were in this fog. It's a heavy weight on your shoulders. The fog implies confusion, and then the tugging in all directions by these short, dark creatures. It suggests to me that you're feeling like you don't know which way to go. You can't, you're wandering aimlessly because these things are pulling you in every which way, in every different direction and idea, and you don't know where to go, and you don't know how to get out of this fog because you can't even see more than a few feet in front of you. I'm not sure that you can see the creatures that are around you. And now I'm seeing this character that's telling me how wonderful he is. He's just got it all, and he reminds me of, there's a character in a movie, I don't remember, a Disney movie, and he was just all that, and he had the highest opinion of himself. It was Gaston. I don't remember which movie it was, but the character was Gaston, and there's not one Gaston. There's just like a whole room full of Gastons all telling themselves how wonderful they are. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking that you're feeling trapped. You're feeling pulled in many directions. You're seeing other entities, other by entities I mean other people in the world, other relationships, other everyone, and you're thinking how much better off they have. The problems that you're experiencing, they're not they don't know what you're going through. So what we need to do, and what you need to do, we need to build up your, I'm seeing, I'm still in the same place, but I'm seeing like a checkered quilt, and the quilt is made up of blue and yellow. I don't know what you call like a stop sign, maybe a hexagon. So this quilt is made up of yellow and blue hexagons. And I'm telling my other self, the self that was giving you Reiki, to focus on your ego, which is represented in yellow, and your communication, which is represented in blue. And I think what we need is, you need to like two things. You need to find a definitive path for yourself, one that isn't being overwhelmed and influenced by others. It's almost like I'm saying you need to just say no and take control of your own situation. We need to cast all these darker characters out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out this fog. So I'm putting great big ventilator fans on the higher portions of the wall. And they're sucking out the fog. And then we're gonna open up a skylight. This is a giant skylight. This is like opening up a stadium. And we're gonna let the bright sunshine in on you. The dark characters that are pulling you in different directions. I think we're going to change those characters, and because I don't think they're real characters. I think that they're aspects of who you are and who your life is and how you feel about your situation. And I'm going to change them into bunny rabbits. So now there's a whole bunch of bunny rabbits around you. And you're starting to become clearer, because I didn't realize it before, because remember how I was saying that you were like stretchable, but I think it was as if you were part of the fog, or the fog had become so much part of you that you and the fog had become sort of the same thing. And now that the fog is being lifted, you're becoming much more clear. And now you're looking around and you're seeing bunny rabbits, and you're laughing and smiling. So basically, I think that you need to find. So I hope that the symbolism here, I think, was very clear, that you're feeling like you don't know which way to go. Everything's against you. You have this impression that everybody else doesn't have that same problem, that same feelings. So what you need to do is just, aside from the fact that we just turned all those people tugging into you, all those ideas tugging into you into bunny rabbits. You need to focus on, and usually ego is something that, and I just did a thing about ego, video about ego. Ego is a thing that you try to broaden, but I think at this point, what you need to do is strengthen your self-identity and strengthen, this is who I am. In yourself and in your psyche, you need to say, this is who I am. I can say no. I can go in the direction that I have dreams, and I can go in that direction. Gaston's a jerk. You're every bit as good as Gaston. So I mean, you're like this maybe little over 5 feet tall character now in the middle of this beautiful sunlit, still white room, and the Gastons now are they're like la, la, they're running around, and they're like just a couple inches tall. And that was 10 minutes. My alarm went off a little bit ago. I really don't know how long that was. I hope that was helpful. Again, it seems like you need to decide to take control of your own world. Don't look to the outside world to define your problems and that you can absorb their problems. That you don't need to absorb everybody else's problems. You have your own set of beliefs and your own strengths and your own things that you love, and you need to find an avenue just to pursue that. And you need to bring it down to a very finite thing that you can do, so that you can say, I've just taken a step forward. Well, Seriena, I hope that's helpful. Let me know however you want to reply to me. If you want to reply to me, I would appreciate it if you did. Thank you so much for the opportunity. That was pretty neat, by the way. Thanks.